But to use that as a basis to start legislating, which is now what is happening in many parts of the Western world, where women are being told how to dress or not to dress, even with secular societies like France, I think that that goes too far. And I would expect that the debate here in Portugal remains in terms of principles a moderate debate, where we could remain confined to the essence of it and not give in to the pressures that get states involved in people's personal affairs, because that is against the principle of secularism that has been practiced in Portugal and other parts of the Western world for a long time.
Thank you. Very excellently articulated and analysed there. And yes, the words "in public" were not the ones emphasised, were they, with this legislation? Because that's a key, and you brought that to my attention here. That's, if it's a security matter, that is the key part of this, isn't it? Is in public, and what people choose to do according to their faith and culture, and subject to other parts of the state's law, of course, that people seem to be concerned about. Suddenly, there are a lot of people suddenly concerned about women's rights because of what they think about this issue, when they might not have been before, interestingly. And I noticed the government didn't say, this applies to all face coverings for all women in public, because that could be quite awkward with regard to Catholicism. And
Yes.
as Mel says here, the black clothing you had as well there, Mel. In my town, there are Portuguese widow women, head to toe, stockings, headwear, etc. And there was no way this issue of the burqa being banned in public, as it seems to have been, and I think the president still has to rubber stamp and promulgate that. But it could not be a politicized, emotionally charged issue, sadly, could it? And maybe Portugal's done quite well to do its best to minimize that. But I think, given how cynical politicians can be, they probably got a little bit of cake and were able to eat it too with that particular bit of legislation.